This is by far the most important thing you can do to grow your music career. I get asked multiple times a week, what's the most important thing for artists in 2025 leading into 2026? Is it music? Is it money? Or is it connections? You might be surprised. It's none of those. So after 10 years as a music promoter, I'm going to review what it actually is and how you can use it to grow a loyal fan base faster, which will lead you to a stronger career and more streams. To explain what this thing is, I want you to imagine you're buying a home and you're looking, let's say, for a real estate agent. There are millions out there. They all went to school, got licensed, and can sell you a house. The rates are more or less the same. So what makes you choose one agent over another? Well, it's simple. Whether you like them. If you don't, you probably won't work with them. The same exact thing applies to your content. Because the truth is, there are countless talented artists. Over 200,000 songs are being uploaded to Spotify every single day. So if you want a long-lasting career, people need to care not just about your music, but about you. It might not be fair, but the funny thing I've learned after working with thousands of artists, if people like you, you don't have to be as good as others. I know. I understand you might not want to be on social media or share your life with strangers. You're probably thinking, I just want to make music. Why do I need the freaking stupid social media? The good news here is growth happens when you are uncomfortable. If it was easy, everyone would be successful just sitting in the studio all day. So here are the 6 easiest ways to grow your fan base through content. Incorporate your daily life. You might think to yourself, my life is average, I'm not interesting. Who would want to watch this? I disagree. Every person is unique and everyone has a story worth telling. What really matters is how you tell your story. We all know at least one person, when they start telling a story, the entire room listens. You see them everywhere. Once they open their mouth, suddenly everyone's paying attention. Even if the story itself is boring, they know how to make it funny and engaging. And here's the secret. It's not just natural talent, it's a skill. Anyone can develop it simply by practicing. Great storytellers just have more practice, and they focus on something important. Details. The little things pull you in and keep you invested. Here's a quick example. So I'm gonna start with a boring version. Here's the story. We were playing a show and some girl spilled her drink. The security kicked her out. Okay, that's technically a story. But now let's add a little bit more life to it. We were playing a show last night. It was packed. Suddenly, this girl comes in with a full glass of whatever she was drinking. She trips and the whole drink spills all over the stage. Out of the corner of my eye, I see this massive security guard, had to be at least 6'9", sneak up on her. Next thing you know, he grabs her and drags her out. She's screaming, totally pissed, and we're standing there wondering, like, do we keep playing or stop? What do we do? The crowd is watching the whole drama unfold, the girl yelling about being kicked out, the guard's stone cold Terminator face like he couldn't care less. He just drags her out like nothing happened. So, see the difference? Suddenly it's entertaining. If that really happened and you were actually there, you would notice even more details you could add. And now imagine you filmed it, captured the angles, the expressions, the energy of the moment. People would definitely watch it. That's the point. You can make the most ordinary day and turn it into a story. Remember, most of your fans have never ever been inside of a recording studio. They've never seen how songs are written. The only way they get that behind the scenes experience is through your content. You're their guide, so guide them. If you have never done this before, you probably will fail at first, but after a few attempts, you will notice that people are starting to pay attention. And more you do it, better you will become. Number 3, blend passions. You probably have hobbies. Most people do. Even if it's not a hobby, you still do things outside of music. Maybe it's reading books, taking walks in the park, riding a bike, or playing video games. Incorporate those things into your content and combine them with your music. Why? Because doing this allows the algorithm to explore another demographics that might also resonate with your music. Let's take a look at it from another perspective. We all know TikTok. And we know that TikTok posts can go viral and turn songs into massive hits. So here's the thing. There's no call to action when someone posts a song. There's no streaming link. It's just content with music in the background. So why does it work? Because TikTok pushes content to like-minded people who are interested in the subject of the video. If the content resonates and viewers like the song, they will go find their song themselves. People are smart and they don't like being sold to. They want to feel like they discovered something on their own. That's very powerful. So imagine you make a video where you're talking about an interesting book and sharing your perspective on it while your song plays on the background. Suddenly, you've created a very real chance for people to discover your music organically. And if someone makes the effort to search for your song after that, chances are they'll become a real fan. Number 4, stop over-polishing. I see so many artists overthinking their content, trying to make it as polished and as perfect as possible. They buy the best gear, spend hours editing, and stress over every detail. But in reality, that's not what people care about. What people really want is content that they can relate to, something that feels natural. Like you just grab the camera and hit record. I learned this firsthand from running ads. You know what the best performing ad I ever ran was? It was NBA Youngboy. The video we used was literally just him live streaming from his car, lip-syncing his latest song. That's it. But because it felt so real and unpolished, it outperformed everything else. The takeaway here is more natural your content looks and feels, the better reaction you'll get. People are lazy, and you need to remember this. Imagine coming home after a long day of work. You're tired, just chilling and scrolling through your feed. The last thing you want is something complicated that makes you think too hard or takes too long to figure out. That's why simple is always better. As a viewer, I need to understand what your post is about within the first 3 seconds. That's how I decide if I want to keep watching. The simpler and more straightforward your content is, the better it will perform. Number 5, copy and improve. Take inspiration from your favorite artists. This part is crucial. Don't be afraid to borrow ideas. Just don't copy them exactly. Add your own spin, and by the time you're done, it will be completely different. Why? Because you bring your own perspective, something no one else in the world has. No matter where the idea came from, once filtered through you, it becomes unique. Remember, everything new is just forgotten old. The only trap to avoid is copying big established artists. They already have a fan base and the algorithms already know who to push their content to. Instead, study emerging artists, take their ideas and add your own touch. And that's when your content will truly resonate. And number 6, experiment. Short-form content moves very quickly and you get unlimited tries until you find what works. When you write a song, you go to the studio to record it. You'll spend days perfecting it, making sure it feels and sounds exactly the way you want, right? That's because music you release will live forever. Content is different. It moves very quickly, and you get unlimited chances to incorporate your own life and try new things. Once you figure out what works, stick with it. Mistakes will happen and it's okay, everyone makes them. What matters is that you keep experimenting. Remember one thing, the moment you stop trying new things is the moment you stop growing. At the end of the day, it comes down to this. You have to want it badly enough to push beyond making music. You have to learn the art of capturing attention. Once you figure it out, you can replicate it over and over again, and the results will follow. So get out of your comfort zone. Just do it. The worst can happen. People scroll past, and then tomorrow you'll try again until they don't.